y'all, welcome back to Scooby-Doo Tarot, or if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Honestly, I wear a lot of pink, but I really haven't been in my videos, which is funny because a lot of people literally know me for just wearing pink all of the time. But, you know, I've been trying to wear a little bit more of like my colors, greens and stuff like that, but it's almost Valentine's Day, so now I don't look as out of place doing it. I don't know why that popped into my head when I started the video, but it did. And we're going to go ahead and jump into it. We're going to ask Spirit to give us some guided messages from Spirit. We're going to ask Spirit for some messages from Spirit here. I can already tell it's going to be hard to get through this one today. Now I don't even want to do it. We got Seven of Swords in the reverse. Y'all know, if you watch my videos, you know how I feel about the Seven of Swords. But I've had a lot of new viewers because I'm a relatively new channel, so if you don't know, I don't like the Seven of Swords right now. And we have the Strength in the reverse, which I also pulled yesterday. So I almost want to change decks here, but I don't really have any. I do, but they're underneath my camera holding it up, so camera phone. Okay, Five of Cups in the reverse. So, and look, this deck isn't in the reverse. You can look and see, like, most of these cards are upright because you can tell between the light and the dark sun. Like, you can tell they're freaking upright. These cards just keep coming out in the reverse. And I think it's almost kind of telling us that tables are turning here a little bit. I'm kind of getting here that your twin flame, I'm getting here that they are experiencing what you went through. I'm like having a hard time getting these words out, and I feel like they just don't want you to know how down bad they are. And it's like they don't even realize almost that they're experiencing the same thing that they put you through as well. It's like they haven't, awakened enough to necessarily realize that that they're receiving their karma for what they did to you necessarily. But with this Five of Cups, it's like they know that they messed up here. They know that they should have waited till they had something a little bit more substantial to offer you in the past. And that is kind of a cause for a separation, sabotaging this connection here. So that message is for somebody. We have Ace of Swords also in the reverse. They want this new beginning with you, but with it being in the reverse, they're scared to come towards you here because they know that they hurt you. Like Loki, they do know that they hurt you. They're just like not willing to like do the self-reflection to realize that this hurt that they're going through now is exactly what you went through. And it's almost like if you, could just talk to them about it, they would know. But, everybody's on a different spot in their journey, and it is hard to kind of accept responsibility sometimes when we hurt people. Especially if we've been hurt in the past. You're like, well, yeah, I've been hurt that way too. It doesn't make it okay to keep doing it to other people, though. Yeah, with this Eight of Swords, you guys are both in a lot of pain. during the separation. Yeah, we've got 7 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and 8 of Swords. And I'm getting here that this is a lot your person's energy because, you know, when I get messages for my collective from Spirit, it's like we are in our Cups energy, in our Wands energy. We are receiving, you know, abundance and love. We're in our Cups and Pentacles. Sorry, I didn't mean to say Wands. I kind of feel like, you know, Wands has a little bit to do with communication, in my opinion, but it's also has a lot to do with like your responsibilities. And, you know, the more and more you get, it's like the more and more they weigh on your shoulders. You know, like the higher the numbers get is what I'm trying to say, like, you know, 5 through 10 or whatever. And, you know, I'm not seeing Wands yet. We're not seeing Wands. We have some Cups here, but we're not seeing Pentacles. We're not seeing Wands. We're not seeing communication is what I'm hearing. Yeah, with 10 of Swords. A lot of hurt here on both sides. A lot of hurt here on both sides. And I'm getting here that your person is really feeling it now. They're slowly starting to awaken to realize, you know, when they stop thinking about themselves for a second, they kind of start to realize that, oh, this must be how my person feels too, or how they felt. Yeah, Chariot in the reverse. They're working on making this choice to come to, but like I said, they're scared because they know how much they hurt you, and they know how much they were hurt as well. It's like, you know, you bring to touch the spot, want to grab it, how they were, and you know, once you get that signal to your brain, like, hey, when I go near this object, it hurts. It makes it harder for you to want to go back, obviously. They're not going to want to come back. Because they get, say here, 4 of Swords. The hurt here is definitely on both sides. We haven't got, the only odd number sword here we have is the Ace of Swords. And it is because they are like too hurt to even start this new beginning with you. But the rest of them, the 8, the 10, the 4, y'all are both hurting being in this separation, but there's no communication. So it's like, y'all are too much in your pride and your ego to just talk. And we have 8 of Wands coming out in the reverse. They want to come towards you with this message. They want to, but it's like, I'm just getting that they don't think that it would be well received. And like, I kind of feel like they need a sign or something, you know, like, you need to do something to make it known almost that you are open to ending the separation here. Like, I don't know. Somebody here is just too much in their ego. And I think it's like both of y'all, because I think it's mirrored on both sides here with it being, you know, all of these even numbers. It's like, y'all really do just be too stubborn. You're like too in your ego, too embarrassed to like come to this person and say, hey, I like you. I think you're freaking beautiful. I think you're cute. I feel stupid and silly when I'm with you. You make me feel like a kid again. And like, just because we only have so much time on this planet. We only have so much time on Earth in this physical realm, in this lifetime. And y'all are wasting it and not doing what you want to do. You're like just sitting there being miserable. And it's like, at least if you took a chance and told this person how you feel, at least you could say that you tried. At least you could say that you put yourself out there, but you're too scared of rejection. I don't know. Like, I get it. I have really bad social anxiety. I feel rejected just freaking talking to people sometimes, like on the elevator walking my dog or something, and they don't want to pet her. It's like, I don't know. Or if she like tries to jump on someone, I feel awkward, and I'm like, oh my God, this person thinks that I'm a terrible dog owner and I don't know how to, train my dog. But, I was being really lax with her and have been because she just had surgery. But now that she's feeling better, she thinks it's okay to jump on people, and I got to get on to her for that now. And I don't know, I'm kind of hearing a message here from that, and that, how do I put this? It's like, this problem arose, and now I'm addressing it and doing what needs to be done about it. And, when it happens in front of other people, when she jumps on other people, I have to explain, And what I'm getting from that is that you don't always need to explain yourself. You don't always need to feel bad because your freaking dog is being a dog, I guess. Or, you have monkey brain because we're just primates, and like we forget things, and we're like, also, we are primates. We can't necessarily control attraction. It is chemicals in your brain. It is hormones in your brain that cause it to happen. And for some reason, I'm also hearing, I don't know how Abby got me here, talking about Abby being a dog, but I guess I was thinking about people being dogs too, and it's like, it's okay if you feel affection for more than one person at once. You don't have to act on it, like that's where issues arise sometimes. It's like, when you act on those attractions, but you're in a committed connection with somebody else. But you shouldn't feel ashamed for having loving, affectionate feelings for people at all. But when you try to pretend that they aren't there and that they don't exist, that is when it becomes a problem. And for some reason, I think that is how I got to think about it because of Abby. It's like, you pretend that she's not having problems and it's okay that she's jumping on people because she's just a dog, but you still need to, teach her that it's not okay because people are, there are small children in the world and there are old people in the world, and she knows better because she has a grandma. And, it's the same with us. Like, we can train our dogs to ignore their instincts and not pursue the action that they want to, not jump on people because they're excited, and teach them to contain it. But it is a little bit going against their nature, and that is something that I feel like, it's the same with people and attraction, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. If that makes sense to any of y'all. If it doesn't, I mean, shoot. I'm sorry, but it's kind of making sense to me in my head. I don't know if I'm getting it out right, though, but, when you commit to someone, you are making a promise, and that's all it is. You can't necessarily promise that you won't think that somebody else is cute for the rest of your life, but you can promise that you're not going to kiss anybody else because you think that they're cute, because it crosses boundaries in you and your relationship. So for some reason I'm hearing that as well. Somebody needed to hear that. And, you know, I think it's also important, you know, if this is about your person, you know, kind of being with other people or not choosing you because they want to be single and experience other people or whatever, it's like none of those people are you at the same time. They don't have that power, you know, and they're never going to find you in somebody else. They are never going to feel the way that they do with another person that they feel when they're with you. And you need to remember that when it hurts to think about how maybe your partner is with somebody else. You know, it doesn't mean that they can replace you, and they're not, even if they might be trying to or whatever. So just remember, that is your power, that you are you and nobody else is you. Even, you know, I'm not poly, or I am poly, but I don't practice polyamory is what I'm trying to say. And I have friends that do. Oops. I'm trying to get this all tied up. I have friends that do practice polyamory, and, you know, a lot of them struggle sometimes when their partners have other connections with other people too, because jealousy is in all of us. You know, that's why it's one of the sins, because we all feel it. But even freaking Jesus will tell you, you know, envy is a sin because it causes pain for all parties involved. But if you can just realize, like, you know, your person's not going to find you anywhere else, they're always going to want to come back for you, then it'll be okay. So that's what I'm hearing for you all today. That is your message from Spirit. Let's thank our spirit guides for telling us what we need to hear and not what we want to hear. And as always, my email is in the description box if you are interested in a personal reading. I hope you all have a lovely day, and thanks for any likes, shares, subscribes, and comments.